What's up? Long time no chat. I mean, like, not really. Like, what? It's been like, what, a week? I mean, it's been a week, but honestly, so much has happened in that week. Like, so much has happened. I started my new job today. Ayo, what's up? Started my new job. We got halfway through the kitchen done, and we built my breakfast nook, and we've built one of the shelves that goes next to the breakfast nook. There's two. We've only built one, but I finished planting all my plants outside. I thought I was going to have to water today, but it rained, so I think we're good. So much has happened though. Oh, what else? Oh. Yes. We discovered that we need a new back door. Fun times. That was an unplanned expense. So yeah. So anyway, so we need a new back door. It's fine. My papa is gonna come and help us install it. So he'll be over one weekend. Other exciting news. What else is going on? You know what? I don't know where Mama is right now. It's fine. I'm sure she's inside. She came inside. It started raining. She was outside. She should be in here. She should be good. Other exciting things that has happened. Oh, my parents' little baby cat Zozo. She's not even a baby cat. She's just like, when we rescued her mama, she was just a baby. So I always call her the little baby cat. But she's not a baby anymore. She's like 4 years old. It's fine. It's a whole thing. But she's very petite. But my dad asked, because he's worried about her like social habits, because in the summertime we have like a camp, so like he goes on there a lot. And so he was like, hey, like, do you mind like talking to Dom and seeing if you guys can like take her? And I was like, sure. So little Zozo is going to come to our house for the summer, which is really exciting. I found out that I'm going to have to travel in August for my new job, which is not exciting. But it's okay. It's a new job, so like who cares, you know? I don't know what we do though. Oh my gosh. What in the world? I just had a massive error on my thing. Hi. If people had been talking, I couldn't see it because apparently there was like, I just threw a huge error. So I don't know what's going on with my Stream Suite that runs my like chats and everything. But yeah, if anyone had said anything, I'm sorry. I think Nomad, it was just you, but I could be wrong. What else is new? I'm trying to think of like what else is gone in my life. As I said, like a week is not that long, but it feels long. But it really wasn't that long. I didn't read any books. So, what month was that? April. So April wasn't like a very good reading month. Just because I didn't read that many. I also like, we thought that I couldn't get to my printer before. Oh no, we definitely can't get to it now. It's not even, okay, cool. That's what I thought. Like, I haven't done anything since last, whatever day that was. Anyways, we can't even like, my computer's not even my laptop's not even connected right now. My computer is not connected, and I have to record our June side stories, and I'm like, I don't know how we're gonna do it because my computer is not connected. So I guess we'll have to kind of wing it on here. And I, of course, have like nothing set up for that on my laptop. It's fine. We'll figure it out. I'm trying to look at like what all we read in April. I really don't think I read like anything. I kid you not. What did we read in April, guys? Like I feel like April was such a blur. I'm like, what happened in April? Because I was so busy. I'm like, I know we read I'm trying to look and see what I read. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Let me get to actual pages that may help me. But look at this. Like look, like March, haven't done my reading reviews yet. It was a great month. Haven't done it. Haven't done it because I like can't get my printer, so I can't do anything. What did we read in okay, we did read Dungeons and Drama, I think. That's right. We DNF Bookshops and Bone Dust, that's right. We read A Kingdom, This Cursed, or whatever the second book is in that series. So we did that. I think that's it. I think that's all we read. It was a very low reading month. Yeah, it was a super low reading month. Like that's wild. Let me just make sure. Let me look at some other things. Yeah, I mean that's it. We started The Far Away In on audio, but I didn't really listen to it. Like I'm literally on I think chapter 7. Wow, what a low reading month. Like what happened? But you know what though? I say that and like here's the thing. Like I say what happened and then I'm like, "No, I know what happened. I was interviewing for a new job. Then the last 2 weeks of the month I was trying to finish all of my projects and was like super super stressed out and like just kind of done. And then my life got thrown upside down. Yes, I'm quoting whatever that's Fresh Prince of Bel-Air because I like just everything with having to rearrange stuff and work on things. So it's like I know what happened. Like I know why I didn't read that much, but dang, I didn't realize it was like that little. That's crazy. I think that's my lowest reading month so far, which is fine. Like it happens. Because you know what? March, like we slayed in March. We had like 3 5 stars. So like how can we top that, you know? And it was my birthday month. Like how can we top that? That said though, I'm now super behind on all my quarterly reads, which is not very good. Um we definitely have some catching up to do. That's all I'll say. So, here are some things that I oh shoot, you know what? We didn't even do any of our side stories. We have to catch up on things really bad. I just I haven't been here. I like audio stout for the month of April. Honestly, I'm hoping that the same thing doesn't happen in May. Um May is going to be a challenging month though. So as I said, I start a new job today. So that was really exciting. So I'm sure I'm going to be like a little just like kind of mental overload. Plus we're still renovating like my office, like my whole goal. So if you're in Discord, my whole thing was like, I want to get my office done before I start my new job. And then like that did not happen. So, and now we also need a new back door. So I I want to say we'll get my office done this weekend, but I don't actually think that we will. I don't think it'll happen until the following weekend, which is when we're installing our door. I think we'll get close, like I think we'll get down the hall, but I don't think we'll finish my office. Um so that's fine. That's fine. It's fine. We'll figure it out. It's fine. Um but yeah, I'm hoping May is not a wash. We, as I said, we have the new job. We're obviously still renovating. Oh yeah, like our door. So we knew that our door was not in great shape. on the lower trim parts, like the very, very, like maybe like the last 5 inches, 5 to 6 inches of trim on the outside of the door. Uh, we knew that they weren't, we knew that it was like rotted, or had just like really bad water damage. So we thought we were going to just like be able to like cut it off, replace it with a trim that looked similar. No, like the whole thing was fucked up, to put it very bluntly. So we have to get a new back door. It's fine. I'm not paying for it. Dominic is. But we found that out. So it's fine. So like anyways, so yeah, so we have a new job. It also is Harper's birthday month, and this is my first year without her, and I'm trying not to think about it and to like already put myself in a crappy kind of mood, but I have a feeling that I'm going to be in like a bleh mood. The other thing that like I don't know is a little bit frustrating, I guess, about how long this renovation is taking, which is one thing that I was a little bit concerned about. I know, right? Like it was really awesome. It was really awesome. Is that the weekend that we were supposed to do like the festival? Because April, May is the month in the quarter when we do our weekend long festival for reading. I don't know if that's going to happen because we're obviously doing the door not this weekend but next weekend. But this weekend his mom is still coming down to like help us do more of the flooring. So I don't know, we might just push that to like Memorial Day weekend, and it just like it is what it is. And because I don't think I'm doing anything for Memorial Day as of right now. I don't plan to do anything. So yeah, so like I just feel like my life is in shambles right now, and that Q2 is going to be a total wash. I really do feel that way, which is like really hard to like think about, but I'm just like, dude, like it's already May. Like what happened? So it's fine. But yeah, so it's been really interesting. I will say that the garden is pretty much done, like the front yard, minus like our general upkeep of like weeding, mulching, stuff like that. I do need to get some more mulch to finish mulching. But like in terms of planting, we have all the plants in the ground. I got my last plants yesterday, and I did it all last night. So I felt like super, super accomplished. I did that last night. I like cleaned up the house. I put all the like building supplies in one area on a table. I moved it out of the living room, which is why it's super echoey. I don't know if you guys can even hear the echo, but it's like really echoey in here right now. Don't know if that's going to really get better. I don't know. I don't know why it's so echoey right now, because like we have furniture in here. I have a rug. Like it shouldn't be echoing this bad, but it is. So here we are. So yeah, so like just lots of things going on. Lots of things going on. And that said, I'm sure you guys are like, well, girl, take a break. Why don't you read your books? What are you doing? Yeah. Yep. Yes. Yes. But I didn't really have time to think about it over the weekend. So I have a Mac for my new job, which is really nice. And it makes me miss having a Mac. Like, I love Windows because I like gaming on them, but like, dang, I really want a Mac again. But it's fine. It's fine. But my little like app that I use that I really, 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 really love is not compatible with Mac. It's only an app on my iPad. And I'm like, no, at least that's what I think. I'm going to double check. So I'm at the same time sort of like, I kind of have to set up like Goodreads or something so that way I can like take notes and have them sync. And there's just so much going on. It's so much fun. If you can't tell, this is our current vibe. This is what I want to be doing. This is what I want to be doing. Okay? Okay. It's fine. So here we are. Hi, welcome. Yeah, I know I can't use my star note. At least I didn't see it when I searched for it. I'm gonna double check just to make sure like I'm not going crazy. But I'm like, dang, and I never thought to check like when I started using it and fell in love with it because I didn't have a Mac. So I was like, oh yeah, it's like not important, you know. So here I am. We have nothing set up for May. The good news is though, is that when I set up my monthly spreads, I do it typically by quarter. And so I obviously already have April set up so I can see like all the books that I need to read. That being said, I think what I'm going to do today is I think I'm going to catch up on Faraway Inn since I didn't listen to any of it over the weekend. And yeah, so I think that's what we're going to do. Just make sure that I'm like staying on top of that for the readathon. And then I basically need to pick what I want to read next. And I have no idea like what I'm even in the mood for. Yes, you're welcome. I really need D-Shack 12 months in a row. Wow. Look at you go. By the way, we found a whole ant nest. Oh, I totally forgot about this. We found a whole ant nest with a shit ton of fucking ant babies, aka eggs, behind our molding in the kitchen. It's fine. Not our molding. What is it? Our baseboards. Our baseboards. Crawling up the wall and out. I was like, oh my god, his grandma was here with me. I was like, oh I was like, ah! You're fine. I've just been talking. I started early because I knew I was going to talk a lot. Yes, they were in our baseboards. Like, it was so many. So I sprayed them and I cleaned them. I'm like, this is where the ones from the bathroom had to been coming because literally like it's bathroom, then that wall, which is like our kitchen. I'm like, they had to been coming from there. Like, there's no freaking way that they would have come from anywhere else. They had to, because they weren't coming from the window. I'm like, they had to have come from there. So that was the first that also happened. It's fine. So because of where the door is like messed up and why we have to replace it, Dominic was like, the ants have to be coming from there, which is how they were coming in through the kitchen window and how they made that nest under our baseboards in that area. So he was like, they have to be coming from there because like I literally can see like here's, you know, the insulation or whatever goes on the outside of your house when they're building it. I don't know the right name. Here's that. And then here's like a gap. And then there's the brick. So he was like, they have to be coming from there. And sure as shit, I kid you not, Charlie must have dropped a piece of food on the ground last night and I didn't see it. And there was a trail of ants crawling to this piece of food. So I have borax and sugar out right now. And I'm probably going to have to leave it there all night. And I'm like, God, I hope that they kill it this time. Now, I will say when we like got the eggs and everything out, like, it's disgusting. When we found it and I got them, I sprayed them and I killed them and I sucked them up with the vacuum. I did see one that was like a weird shape that was a little bit bigger. Like it wasn't huge. Like they're like the little itty bitty like sugar crazy ants. So there was one in that grouping that was a little bit larger and I'm like, oh, was that the queen? Because there were eggs here. So like obviously she had been laying the eggs somewhere. And I killed it. I smushed that thing. I made sure I killed it. That bitch should not live. And I hope that was the queen. It was terrible. I was dying. And his grandma was like, oh, these little ants. She's like, she's not. She's like kept on trying to like kill them one at a time. I'm like, Mama, I'm just gonna get the spray. It's fine. Like, just there's hundreds of them. I need to kill them faster than one at a time. It was so gross. Okay, anyways. So, yeah. So we eradicated like that area. Which is like weird. There wasn't any damage. They were just like underneath. They were just like sitting underneath where like the baseboard, like the gap is. Like there was no damage. It wasn't like there was damage on the walls from them or anything like that. They were just underneath the baseboard. I'm like, I can't do it. I can't do it. So hopefully this eradicates them, but we'll see. Okay, lots of things happen. Lots of random little things to update you guys on. But if you want to see that and hear it, you guys can rewind or watch me later after the stream ends. I think right now we need to get started on some focus sessions. Starting a new job is like so hard. Like I literally like started today and I had 2 meetings. I ended up being on like 4, but I had 2 meetings to start and they didn't start till like 10. I was like, what am I supposed to be doing today? It's like the hardest part about starting a new job. So like I obviously have trainings and stuff. I ended up working until 6 because I was like messing with some settings and whatnot. But like I felt like super unfocused all day. I feel unfocused right now. So I think what we need to do is we need to get back to our normal schedule, 15-minute focus time, 15 minutes focus, 10-minute break where we can chit chat and whatnot, catch up, shoot the shit, whatever we want to do. I am going to listen to The Faraway Inn while I figure out some stuff with my notebook. And if I give up hope, I actually have it sitting right here and I will just pick it up and read it. I am going to be eating Cheez-Its and drinking water. Apologies, I have not had dinner yet because I need to cook it. And as I said, I worked late, didn't have time. So if that bothers you, sorry, but I will be muted on mic. But let's go ahead. Let's get started. Let's get some tunes on. I'm thinking just some good general lo-fi beats to help us focus. And if you guys are working on anything or focusing on anything and you want to share, let me know what you're working on, reading on, crafting, whatever, blah, 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 blah. And yeah, I will see you guys in 15 minutes. I just messed up my whole thing. Hold on. I don't know what I did. Bedtimes, then some work. Nice. Okay, see you guys in 50 minutes. Hello, hello. All right, sprint is over. How did we do? So where I'm at right now is I was looking at good notes. I think I'm going to do Noteful though. I think that's what it is. Yeah, Noteful. So I basically got so what I had to do was, because with StarNote I have it set up where like my pens are all in there. I have a color palette for like the year, and then I have I support a creator who does like a monthly sticker. See, hello. I support a creator that does like a monthly digital sticker, and so I add it. So what I do is like I have these set monthly colors for the whole year, or sorry, I have these yearly colors for the whole year, which are going to match like my office space once that's all said and done. And then I have for every month, so that way I can incorporate these stickers and like they all match. Yes, this is Kitty. Kitty. Are you gonna say hi? Meow. Meow. She's purring, but she won't say hi. You want to say hi? Right? Oh, that was very athletic, Mama. She was jumping to get to her food. Do you need more food no, you still have enough in there. You can get it. Her food will get low and she'll like bait you into thinking that she doesn't have enough food. So that way she gets more food. So AJ, thank you so much, by the way, for following and joining. 30 pages of Howl's Moving Castle. I have not read it. I'm sure that people have. Little okay library assistant read 30 pages of the Cuffing Game. Joined with 38 minutes on the timer clock. Nice. Hello, hello, hello. Yeah, that happens. So what I was able to do though is I was able to get all my colors in here. I was also able to get my May stickers back in here. What I'm going to work on in the next sprint though is getting basically all of my getting like my monthly stuff set up, and I also need to upload another sticker pack that was included from cat hair, from the creator whose digital planner I use. Her name is Wildberry Planners, I think, or something like that. It's Wildberry something. She includes some free like sticker packs and stuff. So I need to get some of those loaded in because I use those on my spreads. So all in all though, we made pretty good progress. So happy about that. I do have a couple of like shortcut integrations where I need to flip them over from StarNote to now work with Noteful, but that's pretty easy. That's a pretty easy fix. That's not like a hard thing. So I'll probably end up doing that like later when I remember, if I remember. I don't use them that much, so it's not that big of a deal. So we are pretty productive there. In terms of reading, let me pull my Libby. We made it to, so I think we started on chapter 10. I was a little bit past where I needed to be, and now we're on chapter 13 with about 2 minutes left, so pretty good. I like the Faraway Inn so far. I haven't read any other Sarah Beth Durst, so I have nothing to go on, but I feel like even though it is a YA, like I still feel like I'm intrigued by it and that I'm wanting to, listen to it and kind of see what's next. And we did just find out something that is a little bit sad, and about one of our characters. And so that's kind of what we're like dealing with right now. But it is like so I obviously don't know how it's going to end. I don't know where the story is going to go. I would say right now, where I'm at in the book, while yes, it is YA and our characters are YA and some of the reactions of our main characters and kind of their quirkiness slash awkwardness is definitely YA. We are starting to see them possibly face some more adult type themes and challenges that kind of are hitting like they're what I would say are these like I don't want to say like life defining, but maybe just defining moment, maybe not life defining, but just defining moments of this age in their childhood as they're growing up. They're starting to face some more adult feelings. People, people missing from their life in multiple aspects. A feeling of loss, of heartbreak, of, who am I now without this person? And this was what I thought my life would be, and now it isn't. So we are starting to see some of these transitional pieces into some of those more like darker themes and challenges that obviously I won't say that all young adults face, but I feel like even as a young adult, when I was a young adult and when I was a teen, that I still had moments where I was like, okay, I might not be experiencing the same thing that they are in the book, but I feel like I had something similar enough to where like it felt like that really life, as I said, again, not life defining, but defining of that time, of that era of my life. So really, really interesting. As I said, though, really easy to digest, easy to listen to, easy to work on other things while listening to it. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. It's just not overcomplicated right now. And I really like that. It is really refreshing. And that is one thing that I like about YAs is typically they're not complicated. Like they're easy to understand. And they're easy to relate to and to see and relate to, I'll say to an extent, as a 34, how old am I? 34-year-old? Yes, I'm 34. So anyway, so really interesting. Molly is listening to The Knives Before Christmas. Nice. You got it as an art, just getting to it. That happens sometimes. Totally fine. Don't worry about it. Let's see. Emerin read a lot of her books. She's loving it. Awesome. Or they. I should not use specific gender pronouns. Apologies. No, that's really, really exciting. So yeah, so anyway, so as I said, book is going well. I don't know if you guys saw it or not. So Charlie has a little, we think she was chewing on something and cut like her gum along her tooth line. So she went to the vet last week and she has a little itty bitty infection. It's not bad, but we wanted to nip it in the butt, and she's not very good at taking her pills. She is correct, right? She is correct. I thought I was, but I wasn't sure. So she's not very good at taking her pill. So I don't know if you guys saw or not, but I like gave her pill, thought that she had taken it, and then turned around, started working on my iPad on my digital planner again and digital notebook again. And sure as shit, I kid you not, she spits it out. She bit it in half in her mouth and spit it out. This dog, this is the second time that she's done that. I'm like, girlfriend, like, why are you, I think she's storing the pill. Like she moves it to the side of her little, not her little, she doesn't have little cheeks, her big cheeks, and just holds on to it. And I'm like, I shoved it down her throat, and I'm like, okay, I don't know what else to do. So I need to figure out a solution for that to make sure that we take care of her infection. As I said, it's not super, super bad, so I'm not super worried about it, but we obviously do want to get that treated. So, I'm like, girlfriend, you're a hot mess express. Like, it's fine. It's fine. But yeah, otherwise though, I'm trying to think of like what else I'm doing this weekend. Yeah, so, okay, so this is what I think it was. I honestly think it's probably the bone that she's chewing on right now is one of those like yak cheese bones. And it creates these little shards. And like this one is super pointy. I don't know if you guys can't really see it. See how pointy that is? I'm like, I feel like this was the culprit and I shouldn't let her chew on them anymore, but any other bone she absolutely demolishes in like 2 seconds. So I'm like, dang it, what can I do instead? I don't know. It's fine. We'll probably just need to watch her a little bit more and make sure that she's not hurting herself or that we catch it sooner. So shredded cheese. Yeah, so we tried shredded cheese. She picked it out and like ate, like she picked it up and then like spit it out. I tried a hot dog where I like shoved it in. I've tried the pill pockets. She just doesn't like the flavor of those for whatever reason, which is weird because she likes almost everything. We also tried, now the one thing I don't have that I need to get that maybe would work, because we did this when she was a puppy, was like the really shitty like Kraft cheese, like the singles, because it like kind of melds into the pill. I have to get some groceries, so maybe I'll get some of that because maybe that's what I need. Because we tried regular like good quality American cheese and she like got it off, and she's a brat. Okay. All right, but we are at the end of our break right now, so I'm going to go ahead and get us started. I'm hoping to make some further progress on here and keep listening to the audiobook. We're kind of just trucking along. I think at this point I'm reading ahead, but I'm just like, well, whatever. It's such an easy read, and as I said, like I am enjoying it, so I'm not going to limit myself because I'm reading ahead. So if you guys want to see a super grumpy cat right now, why is she facing the wall? I don't know. These are my craft storage baskets that are stacked up. Why is she facing the wall? Mama. Chloe. Did you guys know that that's her real name? It's Chloe. Hey. What are you doing? She's so grumpy right now. She's mad. Okay. All right. Let's go ahead. Let's get started. Happy reading. Happy productivity. I hope you guys have a good time. I will see you again in 15 minutes for our second sprint of the evening. Okie dokie. How did we do? Yes, Charlie is a basset. She's a girl. That's her real name is Charlotte, but we call her Charlie. Did you guys see what she did in the middle of that sprint? Well, not even in the middle, towards the end of that sprint. So when I got up, because she started crying at me, so I was like, okay, so she got a lot of water, she had some treats, she had that pill that she broke inside of her mouth and spit half out, but half of it was probably sitting in her mouth, who knows. So I was like, okay, let me get up, let her out, whatever. So I go and I let her out. Well, it's like sprinkling, and it's been like raining off and on all day. It was raining really heavy earlier. Right, reading? Like, so she comes in and she's wet. So she's not dry right now. She is wet. And normally this corner, we like fight over it. Like I'll like put my pillow here and I'll like chill and like right on this side of the couch and we fight over this corner. So normally if I'm sitting in this corner, what she does, because normally I'll like lay down. Oh, she's getting down now. She got self-conscious because I was talking about her. So I'll normally lay down with like my legs this way, my head over here. And what she'll do is she will jump up on me and sit on my hip, and she'll just, kind of chill and hang out there and whatnot, whatever. It bothers me to an extent. She's not a small dog. Like she weighs like, I don't know, 73 pounds, I think. Like she's a very large basset. All of her doctors are like, she's so overweight. She's so overweight. Girlfriend has been on a diet for like over a year and has not lost weight, but she also has not gained weight. So we're like, her mom was really big. Like we just think she's a really big dog. Like we don't give her a ton of people food or anything like that. Dominic might every so often, but like not a lot. So she's just a big girl. So anyway, so what she does, so she lays on my hip so that way she can easily look out the window. And she'll normally fall asleep up there, and then I'll like scoot over a little and she'll just like plop down to where she is right now. Okay. So that's normally what she does if I'm in this corner. I am not in the corner right now. Like the corner is fully open. So, she came over, she was like sniffing me. I'm like, okay, like, yeah, like you're so cute. Oh, you're wet, gross, but like you're so cute. Blah, 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 blah. And proceeds to jump up behind me. What was she doing? I thought she was going to lay down in the corner, but gosh forbid. So because I started my new job, I sat in like my breakfast nook all day, and whenever I sit in there and like I don't give her a lot of attention throughout the day, she really struggles at night and is very clingy. Like 5-stage clinger over here. So AJ read 192 pages. So sorry. Excuse me. I am so sorry about that. Read 192 pages of Uzumaki. Did I say that right? Uzumaki manga. It's a manga. Yeah, I love mangas. Mangas are really good. I love mangas and graphic novels. So probably what I'm going to do in May, because like April I did not have a very good reading month just because I had like so much stuff going on, and I anticipate that continuing into May. So I'm thinking what I might do is I might do some graphic novels and some more Spy Family manga. I'm currently working through Spy Family as well as maybe some other mangas that I have to read. And going that route, because I agree they are a lot easier. So AJ, she's adorable. See with your dog out. Yeah, like it's like we don't go on like mile-long walks or anything. Like she's not a huge fan of walking. I know. So like she's just not a huge fan of walking. But like as I said, like she's on a diet. So I've been thinking about cutting back one serving on her food. So with with Bassets, a lot of times they're very obviously like food motivated, and with her, so she normally, so before I broke her habit, I have broken her habit now, which is good. But before, when she, because we don't let her free feed because otherwise she'll eat the whole bag of dog food and then she really will be overweight. So we don't let her free feed. So, she would get fed first thing in the morning when we get up, and then around 3 o'clock, she would start getting like really whiny, and like I would be on calls and I'd be like, hold on, I have to like go get her food because she's whiny. Um, and then she wouldn't eat, really the rest of the night. Like so she'd, eat at like 7, 8 o'clock in the morning, then 3 o'clock, and then she'd be done. So with Dominic's schedule switching to, he works second shift now, and it's like a later second shift. Just being her sole caretaker and like working, and some nights I have to, at least with my old job, I would have to work late and all of this stuff. Anyways, I got her a feeder that I can put on a schedule, like on a timer, and I can set how much kibble it drops down. So I've been thinking about taking one kibble drop down. But I will say that I do think that helps her because I have it drop like 6 times a day. And so it's small. So she's getting like smaller amounts of food. But what it does is like it kind of extends. So for her to cry over food, I think it's been a couple months since she's cried over food. Minus like if we're eating something and she wants it, then she's kind of bad about that. But but yeah, so yeah, she's just a big girl. You're all wet and you stink. I'm, we're gonna be mean to you today because you're wet and you smell. Like you smell like a wet dog and it's disgusting. So but yeah, she's cute. She's just a lot. Like I always tell people, I'm like, she's a lot. Like she gets really, really excited. Novel Nomad can attest to this because she's been over my house before. She gets really, really excited, and she'll like go psycho the first like 10 minutes if someone's over, maybe 15 max. Like she'll just be like, "Ruff, ruff, ruff, ruff," howling. Like, oh, I can't even make the noises she makes. That's ridiculous. Um, but don't, please, no one clip me trying to sound like a dog because that was a terrible impersonation. Um, but so she goes crazy like the first 10, 15 minutes if someone's over, and then she's just like, as soon as she hops back on the couch, you're done. Like she's done. Like all she wants you to do at that point is to sit down on the couch next to her, pet her, and then she'll end up falling asleep and snoring like a full grown, you know, man. She snores so loud. So last night it was really funny. Yeah, she does. I mean, yeah, like she's good. Normally, if you sit down on the couch, she doesn't like jump on you. I'm really the only person that she like truly jumps on. Now, when people first come into the door, or like if we're out and she meets them, she does try to jump then, and especially with little kids because she's obsessed with them. She's so curious about them. So we have to correct her with that, but yeah, I mean, she's good. Like she's not that bad. Like she just is a lot. Like I've never had such a like vocally driven dog. So like if you don't pet her, yeah, no, like she'll cry. We accidentally taught her how to beg with her paw. So my sister watched her back in September and taught her paw, like give me paw, give me a handshake. And through that through that training, something got crossed and she still gives you paw, but she has also started doing paw on you and pawing at you when she wants something. And I'm like, oh, girlfriend, You weren't supposed to learn that part. So she, as I said, she's just a character, and she truly is. She's motivated by food. Every night she gets put away, she gets a treat. If she's getting put away into her crate, and I break it into small pieces and I throw it. I have to do like breadcrumbs, like Hansel and Gretel. I have to breadcrumb her to her house. She doesn't hate her house. As soon as she like sees it and we're more than halfway down the hallway, she goes. But but she doesn't, to get her up and moving. That's like what it takes. She's just so slow. I think my favorite example of how slow she is it was a day, I think it was last year, and I had let them both out because Harper was still alive. It was in the springtime. I had let them both out, and I was like, "Come on, guys, hurry up! Like it's gonna storm later. Come on, go outside. Hurry up." So let them out. They both go downstairs, do their thing, nosing around. It starts like pouring down rain. Harper's like, "Oh shit, heck no!" She runs boop, 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 up the stairs, boop, in the house on the bed, done. She's like, "I'm good." Charlie doesn't come. And I'm like, okay. So I go out on the deck and I look down, and we have a space between our fence and our driveway, and she's sitting in between on that like 1 foot space. Just, just soaking wet. And just with the rain. Just like chilling. I'm like, dude, you're so bad about that. Yeah, I'm talking about you. They think you're cute. I make her wave. Are you gonna say hi? Say hi. Did I make you mad? Are you a sleepy girl? Say hi. Say hi with this leg. She's so mad at me right now. Okay. Anyways, that said, let's go ahead and kick off our next 50-minute sprint. This will be the last one of the evening, so we will be finishing shortly after 10 o'clock on the Eastern Standard Time. If that's where you're located, it's where I'm located. So let's keep reading, keep being productive. I am working through getting my monthly set up. We're not quite done. We're almost there though. And then I'm going to keep listening to the Faraway Inn because things are getting juicy. So yeah, let me know what you guys are working on if you want to. That's totally optional to share, but otherwise I'll see you guys in about 15 minutes. Okay. Hello. I think my timer got wonky. Was my mic unmuted the whole time? If it was, I'm so sorry. Next time, someone please say something to me, because I did not look. And now I'm like, was it muted or was it not muted? And I don't know. I didn't know. If it was not muted, I'm so sorry. Anyways, I have it set to where like it should auto unmute, but I don't know, that seemed like it did it really quick. So now I'm like, meh, did it or did it not mute? Anyways, really sorry about that. Because if that's the case, then you guys just heard my book. And don't listen to it because it'll probably give away spoilers if you're planning on reading that book. So, okay, so can I just like vent for a minute before we end tonight? Okay. All right. Okay. I'm so sorry. I don't know why it did that so early, so I'll have to look into it. Honestly though, I'm hoping once my office is done that yeah. Well, so it shouldn't because I changed it. I delayed it and then like I changed the order, so it's actually the last thing that should be happening. I'm hoping that when I get into my office that I can just like hook up my stream deck and it's just a click of a button versus relying on an automation. Honestly, that's what I hope happens. We'll have to see. Which I could use the virtual stream deck. It just doesn't always stay like connected. I always just click like close all of these to the right or whatever it is. Oh my gosh, I'm so tired. I just like hit a wall. Thank goodness that was our last one. Let me see where I'm at. I'm on chapter 19. But I'm also listening to it on audio, so like it's a little bit different. What I'm gonna vent about though is that okay, so I kind of paused and was like looking at my phone and trying to fix something because the designer that designed my planner and like notebook that I use, I think I need to go to bed. Holy bejeebus says. Like, oh my gosh, 42 pages, nice. That's good. So the designer that did my planner and whatnot, she created like a shortcut through Apple where it's supposed to pop up with like a masked image. And I don't know if it's something that only works in GoodNotes. I don't know. Maybe I should test this before I go to Noteful. But oh, I don't really have issues with that, but I'm not really struggling with the timeline. I don't know. I feel like it's like implied that there's a couple days and then there's like other things. So yeah. Dude, I'm behind them too. So and I run them. Like, don't worry about it. I'm also super behind, so don't worry. I don't even know what I ended up finishing for Stardew last season. I need to look. Oh my god, I'm so tired. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Okay, wake up for like 2 seconds. 2 seconds to get out your thought here. Okay. So the designer. Oh, okay. Yeah, I was really confused. No, it's fine. I mean, it's 2 weeks for everything, and it's a short book. Like, it's not. It's fine. I would not worry about it. I'm reading ahead right now. Like, I don't really care. So, okay. Anyways, so this designer made a shortcut for Apple where I can hit a section on the page and it that sucks reading. And it says like crop this image to like a heart shape. Okay, so when it does that, it's supposed to then pop up to where like I can move the image to adjust it. So that way if something's like not centered, it crops it right, blah blah blah. I can't get it to work. Oh my god. I'm trying to talk for 5 minutes and my brain is like, nope, we're done. Oh my god, I'm gonna kill something. Anyways, I still need to eat dinner. Like, I'm not going to bed soon. Probably in like an hour. Anyways, so like I cannot get it to work, and I was trying to plug it in like ChatGPT, and ChatGPT was not fixing it. And I'm like, okay, because I don't know how like shortcuts really work that well. I'm just like, I give up. So then I had to resort to Canva. But what I wanted was for little beanie on her birthday to get a little heart. So this was this is Harper Bean. She's my baby that I lost last August, or yeah, last August. She was my sweet girl. Um so if there was also a point on here when I looked like I was crying, it's probably because I was crying or was about to cry. I'm struggling right now. Anyways, so that was my little beanie, my little Harper Bean. I wanted to do a little heart things. I was really mad that the thing wasn't working because it like totally meant that I didn't finish anything else on here. So, but yeah, so she's my little girl. Not a real girl, my dog, but she was my little baby. And when I got her, she was about yay big. I used to hold her literally like a baby, like right here. Um, and she was Charlie's older sister. And we lost her pretty suddenly. Um, and it was like basically like 30 days start to finish almost. Um, so yeah, and I still struggle a lot of times when I talk about it. Like it is what I'm like, that is where I'm talking about, like where I struggle and everything. Um and yeah, so it's if I talk about grief, or if I'm like, man, a book is just like really getting to me about, and like it has something in there either about animals, pets, losing someone, losing something, like that, I still am actively grieving her every single day. And some days are better than other days. And yeah, it's been hard. I can't believe we're coming up on a year of her not being here. And she was just the sweetest little angel. Um so yeah, so that's Harper Bean. And that's why I said that earlier tonight. If you were here, if you joined late, it's okay, but earlier tonight when I first started, I mentioned that May was probably going to be a hard month for me. And honestly, it's going to be May. Also intrusive thoughts of it's gonna be May just creeping in there. Okay. May is gonna be hard. So is August. So yeah. So but I will always try to find the joy and the beauty in every day that I can. And to be my best self for you guys. But I'm also very transparent. So okay. Let's read what we can do. Molly, you canceled your Adobe. Yeah, the Adobe Creative Suite is so expensive. I actually have a degree in graphic design. And I held on to it for a long time. And then probably about 5 to 6 years ago, I was like, yeah, no, I'm done. Um, one, yeah. So a couple of things that can help you, that I personally use. Uh, so I used to purchase the Affinity design programs, which was not a subscription base. If you want like a design software like that, kind of more like Illustrator, InDesign, Photoshop, um, they were actually purchased by Canva. And now if you have a Canva Pro plan, which I think is like $12 a month, which, you know, if you can't afford it, I understand that. I have one because I use it for the readathon. I use it all the time, honestly. I use it for the readathon. I used it for my wedding, like all this stuff. Um, if you have a Canva Pro plan, that's now included. And as I said, that's like Illustrator, InDesign, and Photoshop. They've purchased another company too, but I don't remember what it's called and I don't remember what it does, but it's another like software. So that might be one to look into. But yeah, I've heard of design bundles. What's the other one? Creative Market, I think, is another one. So yeah, I haven't used Design Bundles Creative Studio. But yeah, yeah. So, anyways, I need to go eat. I need to go eat. I don't even know what I'm eating. I was gonna cook something, and then, as I said, like it got super late, and I was like, no, I'm not gonna cook anything now. I don't know what I'm gonna eat now, so I need to figure that out. But she's already sleeping right now. Um, yeah, Canva, I just say like start simple and watch tutorials. Like TikTok has a ton, so does YouTube, of just like quick. Like I use Canva very basic. There are so many creative people out there who can do wild things in Canva, and I'm like, gosh, I wish I had the patience to learn Canva as well as you do and to like figure this out, but I don't. I just need to get stuff done. So that's how I use it. But anyways, coming straight from Snoozeville over here to me, whose brain is slowly shutting down right now. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us tonight. Sorry you guys got to experience little Miss Charlotte Jane getting in trouble because she got really nasty with Mama, and we tried to not let her get away with that. But yeah, but otherwise though, thank you so much for hanging out. I will be back hopefully on Thursday. I don't anticipate anything like changing in terms of my schedule. The only day that might change is Sunday, and I'm actually thinking about maybe just switching my Sunday nights during the month of May to maybe being in the evening, just with the home reno and people being here. It might work out better that way. I don't know. But yeah, but otherwise, thank you so much for hanging out, and I will see you guys later. I hope you have an awesome night and happy, what is tomorrow? Hump day? Happy Wednesday? Yeah, it's already Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. I'll see you guys later. Bye.